Okay, everybody, 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins here on our Monday. What day is it? It's Monday, back to the grind. It's been a while since I've seen you guys. Really just took a big-time break on posting after Ian. But I just want to get you updated a little bit of what we got going on right now, because we do have a couple systems out in the tropics that we're watching, and one that likely could be at least a tropical depression, maybe potential tropical cyclone. Right near Bermuda. That's the one you see shaded there in red. And then the one that's shaded in the yellow, we'll have to keep an eye on that over the next 5 to 6 days or so, although I don't think it's a threat for us here in Florida. In fact, it really looks like it just stays out to sea. But the Bermuda one is one that those folks are going to have to keep an eye on. So let's talk about that one, shall we? That is the one that it had about a 30% chance this morning, 40% by midday, and now it's up to 70% chance. And it actually looks fairly decent. I mean, if we zoom in on us, this is a visible satellite. We still got some daylight out there, although we're losing it. But you can see here, it's a very, very, very small system. So there's really not much to it. I mean, look, you can see the size of Bermuda right there. There's the island right there. The storm's maybe twice the size of that, at least the convection around the center. But that's not very big. Winds are at 35 miles per hour now with the system. It's moving to the west at 18. Is expected to move a little more northwest as we go through later tonight. So certainly something to keep an eye on. I can kind of enhance the satellite here just a little bit so you get a better view of where the colder cloud tops are. And you see some bands out here on the east side. But the center, again, is right down in this area right here. So because of that, and that's why I was saying the proximity to it, it's not quite a tropical depression, tropical storm yet, but it's moving by Bermuda right now, tonight and tomorrow morning. So they may issue a PTC if they don't go full tropical depression on it. It's not very organized. It's very, very small. And it's not a huge deal for Bermuda, to be honest with you. Tropical wave Invest 94L is what it's been called. You can see it making that turn to the northwest. And if you're watching from New England, I wouldn't really worry about this. The front's coming through, and you can see a lot of the models are picking it up and just merging it with that front and taking it towards Halifax. This will enhance the storms along that front, moving up into northeast Canada there. But it doesn't show a lot of strengthening coming along with this. So I'm not really concerned about it. This is the European forecast model. And there are two waves, right? So the first one I showed you was the one that's to the southwest. That's that. This is Invest 94L that comes by Bermuda. Just kind of comes up over to here. This is Wednesday. So look, this is 2 days from now. It just takes it right through and up. And then it kind of merges it with that front that comes by. So yeah, technically probably get into New England here. But it's a non-tropical entity at that particular point. A little bit of wind, a little bit of rain to add to the front that's coming through. This is Thursday. You see it right now, about a 20% chance of developing. You see the European keying in on something there north of Puerto Rico. And you see that? It just went from here right up over Bermuda, and it's right in this area here by Saturday. All right, here comes a nice big area of high pressure, fresh, cool air coming in up north. We'll get a little taste of it, just a little taste here in Florida, especially Thursday and Friday. And then that's really about it. The European model, is not seeing a whole lot after that. Now, let's show you the GFS, because the 12Z run came out this afternoon, and it's similar. It's got 94L here, right? Goes by Bermuda. It's here. It still has something it sees this as well here. Okay, this is Thursday. But what it has and what it does, it blows these things up, right? The GFS has just not been good lately. It's trying to blow something up here and bring it in the Gulf of Mexico. All right, so watch down there in the Caribbean, right in this area right in here, right? This is Sunday. So it's almost a week out, and here it does its crazy old, well, let's blow this thing up here, and then let's take it off to the west, south of Cuba. So this is the time frame. See that next week, next Thursday, November 3rd? This is the time frame where if you see this on the model, don't worry about that. Right? Keep an eye on it. The model tends to blow these things up that far out in advance. So I am not worried about that one. I've seen people talking about it on the internet already, so I might as well mention it. Don't worry about that. Let's talk local forecast, because we do have some minor changes for Tampa. Not a whole lot. We've got 90 degrees right now. Let me back that up. 90 degrees, and yeah, that sensor's always warm in Valrico. But we have some upper 80s. Sun City Center's at 87. 90 in Valrico, 88 in Plant City. That sensor runs high as well, too. but most areas in the mid 80s right now. The coastal areas have started to cool. Winds come on shore just a little bit, but the dew points are up. So that fresh, dry, cool air mass we had last week is pretty much gone now. Although it's not terrible, but you certainly can feel the humidity out there. And it's given us just a few clouds, but no rain. Now, Lake Placid, Southern Highlands County, a small chance for a shower. There's actually one west of Sebring now. I just don't expect a whole lot out of those. So the planner for tonight is to fall down out of the 80s, down slowly through the 70s. So not as cool. Most of the evening will be in the 70s, and tomorrow morning will be mid and upper 60s for most locations. A little bit of a breeze still out there today. You can see it turning on shore, but nothing major. But see that water temperature? 73 degrees. That's key, because anytime in the tropics this time of year, look, the season goes through the 30th. You want to watch that water temperature, because anytime a tropical system, an organized tropical system, gets over water that's cooler than 80 degrees, it starts to lose that energy. The cycle that grabs that warm water, throws it up into the storm, and makes the storm constant, that cycle breaks down because that water is just not warm enough anymore. So that's really good news to have lower 70s here. That means if anything were to come up in our direction, it would weaken rapidly as it gets over top of that water. There was tomorrow's a warm one. Here are the rain chances. So it may look a little funny here because I've got 20% on Wednesday, but that's mainly for the Bay Area, the immediate Tampa Bay area, and Bradenton. And then notice on Thursday, I only got 10%, but see, that's because most of the rain is down to the south. Hardy, DeSoto, Highlands County, you've got about a 20 to 30% rain chance on Thursday. So fronts here Wednesday, fronts down here on Thursday. Friday, that's a little overblown. I might have to add 10% there, but that's overdone. That's just some lower clouds. Same thing on Saturday. So not a lot of rain, but with that weak front, we do get some slightly drier dew points, which makes it feel a little bit better. But you can still say temperatures don't go anywhere, right? Mid-80s all the way through. Just a little bit drier air, especially Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, and into Friday and Saturday. But even at that, it's not a big dip. Another front trying to get through here Sunday night into Monday, Sunday time frame. Does not look like a lot of rain with that one. But that would be interesting because it does have to do with Halloween, which is on Monday. And you can see cooler temperatures. There is a small chance for some showers with that one. I've got about 20% chance at that point. But that's still a ways out, so we'll keep an eye on that. The sticky figure, right? The humidity factor starting to come up a little bit by the time we get to Wednesday. That's ahead of the next front. Wednesday and Thursday, the front comes through, and then there's the drier air coming in through Friday. And then if we got another front coming on Sunday to cool us off for Monday, which is Halloween, then we would end up seeing this come back up again. And that's kind of what the model's showing right there. Either way, it doesn't look that terrible. I'll finish it off one more time with a look at the tropics. And you can see that second wave down there has a 30% chance. That's this one right here. So that's where we're looking at now. I guess while I'm here, I should probably look and see if they've done anything. It's 414. I don't think they'll do anything yet with this, if they're going to do it. Nope. Still Invest 94L. Still no PTC or no tropical depression or anything like that. All right. So that's it, folks. I hope you guys have been doing well. I'll talk to you a couple times after the storm, but other than that, it's been nice. It's been really nice, dry weather. I hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks, everybody, for checking in. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and get back to the Weather Center, get ready to go for this 5 o'clock show. Hope you guys are enjoying this nice weather. Again, when it's a little bit more humid, we'll be a little bit warmer in the morning. So I got the complaints. Some of you don't like it. I know it's Florida. It's supposed to be warm. But I think now with low to mid 80s for highs and upper 60s, mid and upper 60s for lows, that's pretty good. I would just like a little, low 80s are good. Just after the long summer that we had, right? Okay, guys, that's it. Have a good one. Hope you're doing well.